So from the previous video, I hope you understand what market structure is, though there are more concepts about market structure like the trends, chart patterns, breakouts, continuation patterns, and so on, based on market structure. Okay, so we'll be taking this step by step anyways. So in this video, we'll be talking about trend lines and how to properly draw trend lines. From the image on your screen, you can see the lines connecting the series of highs and lows. So that's what a trend line is. A trend line is a line that is drawn on your charts to connect series of highs or lows, indicating the direction of the trend, if it's an uptrend or it's a downtrend. Okay, so a trend line, what a trend line will help you do in the market is that it will help you identify the direction of the market. Is it an uptrend or is it a downtrend? It will help you determine the strength of the trend. Is this trend a strong trend or is a weak trend? It will also help you to set your price targets. Like where is the next target? Like where is the next spot I'll be targeting? Right? So to help you set price targets and also stop levels, where you want to put your stop loss at and where you want to put your take profit at. Okay, it will also help you as a trader to develop your own trading strategy. A trend line, you can use a trend line as one of the confluences you use in your trading strategy as a forex trader. So there are types of trends, and we'll just dive into our trading view. So I'll be showing you how to properly draw a trend and indicate to you the types of trend we have in the market. All right. Okay, so this is a different platform. This is not trading view. This is another one called gold charting. So this is just to show you how to properly draw a trend line, and to show you the types of trend lines. Okay, so looking at this, looking at this already, you see that the market was trending to the downside. It was previously trending to the downside. If you take your trend line, start from the top here, draw it to the down. Okay, you draw it to this point. The reason why I didn't put it here was because you see price came here and then it came back to the downside again. So as long as it breaks below this previous low, this one becomes the new lower high. Okay, so the market was previously trending to the downside, but then it changed structure. The market changed structure. So right now it's trending to the upside. So how do you properly draw your trend line? You start from the bottom. If it's an uptrend, you start from the bottom, from the start of the candle, like from the last lower high. Sorry, the last lower low of the candle. You start from there. So I'll take my line tool, place it here, and then I'll connect it. So you're seeing that this is the next lower, this is the next higher low. So I'm going to connect it from there and connect it here. So this is my overall trend line. This is my overall trend. So we have trends in trend. We have trends in trend. This is the overall trend line, and inside this trend line, there is also an overall trend. Inside this trend line, we have an overall trend. So after pinpointing this one, because this is the first touch, the second touch, and then we'll wait for the third touch of this trend line in the future. So whenever price comes back to this trend line again, we'll probably see a long run to the upside. We'll probably see the market going again to create a new higher high. Okay, so right now inside this trend line, there's another trend line. As you can see here, take our trend line to connect from here, because this was the last point, this was the last higher low. Connect from this point here and here. Okay, so now you see from here. So right now, this is the first touch, this is the second touch, this is the third touch, and then this is the fourth touch. So let's make it touch it properly. Okay, so right now inside this overall trend line, we have this other trend line. So this is the overall trend, this is the mini trend. So this trend line is absolutely stronger than this one inside. So this is the overall trend, which makes it the strongest one, and then this is the next one in line, which makes it the average trend line, of which you see as price came test this trend line again is moving to the upside, going to create a new higher high. Okay, so this is the overall trend line, and this is the trend inside the trend line. This is a trend in trend. All right, so we have what we call counter trend lines. So counter trend lines are reversal trend lines. Is a trend line for reversal, and reversal means, you know, when price goes up, it comes back down, like up, down, up, down, up, down, and so on. So this is a counter trend line. So an example of a counter trend line is something like this. This is a counter trend. Okay, so this is a counter trend because when price, this is a mini trend line. So when price retraced to this point, it started going to the upside. So counter trends can be small, they can be large. Okay, so this is also a counter trend, because this is what time frame is this? Okay, this is 1 hour time frame. If we go to the 5 minutes to the 15 minutes time frame, you see that this was actually a trend line, came to the downside, and then it bounced back up. So let's draw our counter trend. So this is also a counter trend line, and if you see, there's another trend line in this point again. So let's take this trend line, let's mark out this trend line too. So this is also a trend line. This is a touch, this is a touch, and this is a touch, because price came to retest this particular point. Okay, so we'll be talking more about support and resistance in the next video. We'll be talking about support and resistance, and this, all of this is under technical analysis and market structure. Technical analysis pinpoints market structure, and market structure pinpoints your trends, your psychological levels, chart patterns. Okay, so this is our counter trend. This is a counter trend, this is a counter trend, this is a counter trend, and if you keep going, you will see more counter trends. So if you see this in the markets, if you see that your overall trend, when an overall trend is moving, when you want to spot a reversal, you see from the top, creates a new lower, a new lower low, comes back up, creates a new lower high. As long as the lower high is lower than this previous one, then you know that, okay, this is a confirmed counter trend. So you want to ride it to the downside to meet the overall trend line, so you can move, you can take your swing to the top, you can swing the buys to the top. Okay, so this is our counter trend, counter trend, counter trend, counter trend, and this is also a counter trend. This one also is also a counter trend. Okay, so I hope you understand, and you will now be able to also draw your trend line properly on your charts as well. Okay, so we have an overall trend. This is our overall trend. We have a trend inside the overall trend, and we also have this trend inside this mini trend. Okay, and then we now have our counter trend, counter trend, and I said a counter trend is a reversal trend. We have what we call a swing to the up, swing buys, swing highs, and swing lows. Swing highs are for uptrends and swing lows are for downtrends. So we have impulse and correction. Swing highs is just the same thing as saying an impulse. An impulse move is a long move to the upside, like a swing to the upside. Okay, so swing highs are impulse. Sorry, an impulse is a long candle to the upside with a retracement to the downside, just something like this. You see, when the market came up here, this is a swing high and this is a correction. Impulse, correction, swing high, correction, impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse, correction. Okay, so we use this, we say the correction is the counter trend. Okay, so I hope I'm not getting you confused. All right, so if you feel confused, you can rewatch the video over again to fully understand these concepts. Thank you for watching, and then I'll catch you on the next video.